Hello student, a very welcome to English class. Today I am going to discuss with you a poem that is Garden Snake written by Muriel L. Sone. Okay, so my dear student, in this poem, the young child, actually who is a poet of this poem, once he encounters a snake in the garden and he runs away because of his fear. But however, his mother informed him that certain kinds of snake are not dangerous, some are, but most are not. And after that, he never afraid of them, right? So here the poet asks to the reader that have you ever seen a snake fighting a mongoose or getting into a hole or swimming in the river? So you can say, student, here the poet asks to the reader that have you ever seen a snake and a mongoose fighting? As we all know that, student, they can be seen in the river, or sometimes we can see the holes inside the ground where they hide themselves, right? Everyone, almost everyone, believes that snakes are dangerous. Some are, most are not. Read this poem on a harmless garden snake. So you can say, student, most of the person of this world, they believe that snakes are very dangerous, right? Will understand, or we will find out that it is correct or not. So let's read the poem now. Stanza first. I saw a snake and ran away. Some snakes are dangerous, they say. But mother says that kind is good and eats up insect for his food. Yes. So, student, in the first stanza, we have seen that there is a little boy, right? And the little boy once he saw a snake in the garden. And as he saw the snake, he ran away because he thought that the snake to be dangerous for him. Right? But mother says that kind is good and eats up insect for his food. But once his mother told him that some particular kinds of snakes are not dangerous. They can be good because they eat nothing. Only they eat insect. And what is insect here? Like butterflies, ants, etc. Right? So when his mother told him that some particular kinds of snakes are not dangerous, they can be good, right? Stanza second. So when he wiggles in the grass, I'll stand aside and watch him pass. So thereafter, student, as his mother informed him that some particular snakes are not dangerous, after that he never afraid of them. He never afraid of them. And whenever he saw a snake in the garden, we can see he used to stand aside and see the snake wiggle, right? After that, whenever he saw a snake in his garden, he used to stand aside and always he see the snake wiggle. Wiggle means here to move from side to side, we can say, right? So after that, whenever he saw a snake, he used to stand aside and see the snake wiggle, right? And tell myself there is no mistake. It's just a harmless garden snake. Right. And now, student, whenever he sees a snake, he reminds himself. Right? After that, whenever he sees a snake, he reminds himself that there is nothing wrong. There is nothing wrong because this is just a harmless garden snake. So, means, according to the poet, sometimes snake can be good and sometimes they can be bad. Right? So, my dear student, now come to know about this poem rhyme scheme. Right? So, firstly, there can be raised a question like what is rhyme scheme? So, student, at the ends of the lines will be same pattern letters. Right? So, it's called rhyme scheme. As we can see here in the first line, away, and in the second line, last word, say. Away and say, both are same in their pattern. And in the third line we can see good, in fourth food. Right? And in fifth line grass, in sixth pass, and 7 mistake, and 8 in the last line we can see snake. So this poem follows AABBCCDD pattern. How we can say that? Because the last line of this poem follows same pattern or letter, right? As away, so we can put here A, and in the second line we have say. So A because both are same in their pattern. So A good and food. So we can give a pattern that is B grass pass. So there will be C mistake snake. So here we can also put D. So this poem follows AABBCCDD pattern. Thank you very much.